Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is monthly reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. Welcome Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today we're gonna check your energy for the month of November. We will see your current energy, your recent energy, and your future, okay? And then we will go a little bit closer into your partnerships, the material situation, and your overall well-being. Welcome Virgo. Let's see what is in your energy recently. So let's take a look, relax. Ooh, 10 of Cups, look how we started. That's very nice. Okay. 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, Virgo, I feel like you've been through some emotional turmoil a little bit, okay? 10 of Cups, it's usually a very happy card, even when it's in reverse. It is showing some type of emotional fulfillment. In your case, I feel like you may feel a bit uncomfortable with trusting someone or receiving the love around you, okay? With the 7 of Swords, there's this mistrust energy, maybe feeling like people around you, even though they're here and, you know, they're showing you maybe in some shape or form love or affection, you still kind of don't believe them. With the Page of Cups, I feel like it's kind of your energy of being not only not trustful, but also a bit anxious or not knowing how to emotionally communicate in that space, right? With the Chariot in reverse, it may come from you, from your like internal conflict of you know, what would I really want, or what's right, what's wrong. It feels like you're a bit confused when it comes to your own emotions. Maybe it's because of past hurts. Usually we don't just distrust people, right? So there is some type of stability that may have been shifted, right? So maybe it is a connection where you've lost a trust to your partner because of something, okay? It may be that it's just overly, you start to be more cautious of other people around you, of your friends, because of, you know, again, something that happened that kind of like changed the trust you have in people around you. And again, the Chariot is the strongest card here. And I feel like maybe you need to kind of go on this internal journey to understand what would the other people need to do to regain your trust, or what would you need to feel safe emotionally with others, or with one person in particular. And you know, maybe it's really that someone hurt you and they need to fix it, or maybe it's your system being kind of like triggered by little stuff that could be explained, right? So again, you need to kind of get in touch with yourself a bit more. But this is your past energy, right? So maybe you did that, but it feels like you had that conflict of trust. Maybe someone even like maybe like traveling is involved. Sometimes it is with the Chariot. So someone you know, maybe keep something from you regarding traveling or changing, moving, you know, and that kind of like let's say not destroy, but kind of like slightly disturbed this connection, right? And made you feel like you matter less, or your opinion, your love was being kind of like dismissed for some of you, okay? I'm not a fan of this 7 of Swords, but I don't want to judge it yet. Sometimes, you know, everyone makes mistakes. Let's see how this energy turns out in November. Oof, 6 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so yeah, there are some changes coming and you weren't expecting it and you're not the happiest about it. It feels like for some of you, someone is not prioritizing you, or they're very much prioritizing themselves. If this is a connection, someone is not being fair in the way they receive and give, right? So they may be receiving more than actually giving back to you. And for a lot of you, this kind of changes the dynamic of the connection, and you may need to kind of decide if you want to risk it and just, you know, let's say agree that at this season of time you will get less from this person, or you're just choosing to start over alone with someone else. whatever the case, because the Fool is talking about new beginnings, right? But it could be the beginning within this or outside of it. Nonetheless, it's very hard for you to kind of deal with the changes, and I can see how, like, you know, with this distrust, it's hard to be okay with this situation not being controlled. For some of you, if this is not about connection, because it doesn't have to be, but I strongly feel it is with either a romantic partner or not. But for others of you, it feels like you, again, because you feel so disconnected, someone was like using you. Could be at work as well, or could be in any social construct, but someone was not fair and was using you because sorry, Virgo, but because your boundaries are not the highest, right? There's lack of boundaries here with the Page of Cups and the Chariot. So you may not, you know, firmly forbid someone from doing something, and they were just kind of like doing stuff behind your back, and you were used with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position, right? And now it's time to kind of gain control over what is happening, because it may be that it spiral a lot of things that was unfortunate for you within your career or within your social circle, and now you need to kind of start over with the Fool. You need to kind of take control over your life in this sector, right? Because I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo who was very much pushed around and kind of led on, and you're realizing it now in November. But it's hard to take control over the Wheel of Fortune, because sometimes life happens to us, and you know, we can't control everything. But I feel like you're starting over, and the first step is to actually realize what is happening with the Fool, right? To kind of wake up and be like, wait a minute, this is not going in any way in my favor, and I kind of need to get on the Chariot, right? And kind of like steer the wheel now, because someone is keeping a lot from me and taking from me, and you're not kind of doing anything. Which is interesting, Virgo. I wouldn't say that that's a very much trait of your sign, but it can happen to anyone. That's the point, right? So let's see what is the future here. We have one more card that fell down. Yeah, I was expecting either a Devil or the Emperor, and with the Moon card, yeah, someone was very much lying to you, Virgo, right? Someone may still lie, because this is the future energy, the Moon in the reverse. There's someone who likes to take control, right? And they do it by lying or keeping secrets from you. It happened before, and this is even like a bigger confirmation, the Moon, that someone is constantly, again, lying. I can't find a better word for this. Someone is being deceptive. And if you have someone who's very much like the Emperor in your life, who's very much, like the king, very much, decisive, very much dictatorship kind of energy almost, this is the person who's keeping stuff away from you, okay? Could be a partner, could be a parent, could be a friend, but could be a boss as well. But it feels like the moment you want to free yourself, right here in the current energy, you want to kind of start over. They're like, no, you're not starting over. You have job here to do, right? Whether it's a relationship or a career, and it may be someone who has very different opinions than you. So their values, their views are different, right? They may be from a different background. But they're dimming your light. Any new ideas you see with the Fool you have, anything you want to start, the pages are in the reverse. Basically, all this energy is telling me that there's someone who's not only not being honest with you, but they're taking advantage of you in the big time, right? So you're not getting anything from this connection, whether romantic or work-wise, whatever. And they're kind of playing you as a pawn, Virgo. So it's time to change. I see it in the future energy. So I feel like currently you need to do more than just the Fool, let's say. Like you need to do more than just be aware. You kind of need to take action or start to putting some sort of boundaries. Sometimes we can with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like sometimes the life unfolds itself a bit, in a tricky way, right? Maybe you're money tied to this person. Maybe you're, there's other people involved. So like your control is kind of being taken away, but you can start trying to make some boundaries, at least small ones, or at least confront this person about that lie, or be aware that they're lying and try to find out what's happening, because they're destroying any new beginning you're trying to create for yourself. Very much in the position of power. So yeah, harsh energy, Virgo. I don't know the full situation why this person is so much in the power, but for sure there needs to be more boundaries made. Ace of Pentacles for the connection. We have Ten of Wands for the work. Yeah, someone, if this is a work situation, someone is very much abusing you. I feel like you could do more on your own than within this place of work, because you're putting a lot of hard work, and someone is just taking from it. You're not being granted any respectful let's say promotion or achievement. Like you're not getting anything from your hard work. The Ace of Pentacles here for the connection, it's interesting because it feels like there's an opportunity for something stable, but again, these lies and the boundaries, it's kind of confusing, right? So maybe this is someone who you thought would give you stability. Maybe it's a person, it could be because they're very authoritative, who kind of rule the family, right? They had the money, they have the money, they're splitting the finances, and you felt like, well, because they want to, they're very dedicated, right? They want to support you, again, mainly financially. You felt like this is a good, stable opportunity. But with the lack of boundaries, this is someone who has a lot of power over you, and you can decide to keep being in a connection like this. But I feel like you're kind of losing yourself. And well, I really don't like this deceptive energy. So whoever that is, they're not being fair to you. So maybe it's not worth it, right? Or maybe the dynamic changed. Because I feel with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, I feel like you've been happy, right? But there's this other energy here. Maybe for some of you, it's not the same energy, right? So maybe there is a stable, a nice connection, and there's the third party. I don't really see the third party, but maybe for some of you it would resonate. If your partner is great, if you don't feel like this is who is lying, so maybe there's like a third person here, right? But for majority of you, I feel like this is the same person. And although they offer nice stuff, shiny stuff, and they wanna, let's say, take care of you, they're taking a lot of your power, a lot of your control, and it's never good for an adult to be controlled by another. So you decide. Overall, with the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like you want to slowly achieve more than you are at the moment. So again, on the bright side, I don't see the devil, right? I don't see very harsh energy. The Emperor, he can be harsh, but it's not like he's pure evil. But I feel like if you want to continue on this path, right, I feel like you have to confront someone about this deceptive energy. At first I thought maybe maybe it's because of lack of boundaries, you're just, being tricked very easily. But now I feel like you really need to understand what is someone's intentions about you, because you're on your journey, and it feels like this is something that can very easily disturb it if you don't reveal it now. It may slow down your progress in any ways. So like a very simple example, if you have a great marriage, right, but someone wants to stay home with the children, and you're trying to follow your career, trying to do something for yourself, they will sabotage that in order for you to be at home, right? And technically you wouldn't say, oh, it's so bad, right, because you want the home life as well, but they're not being honest with you, and they're playing like behind your back to kind of do what they want, right? So this is bad. This is not for everyone. It's just like an example, so you understand that this could be not that bad energy, but still not fair, right? Still hiding stuff. Let's see the oracle messages, Virgo. Oh, we have look, full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, you see, because this is an energy that is kind of cutting your wings. Look, with with the Page of Wands in the reverse, with all the lying, they may, make you doubt yourself, especially with the Chariot in the reverse. Remember, I said in the beginning that you're kind of confused internally on what you want. Maybe because someone is doing it for you, but you are good enough. And if you want to change career and move somewhere and create something for yourself, you can, but you need to confront these energies around you that are being deceptive and not for your highest good, right? Maybe they think they know what's best for you, but they don't, right? You know what's best for you, and you are enough to make it happen. Let's see one more from the angels. Let's see one more message for our Virgo. God sustains me. Okay. As I turn each day over to God, and if you don't believe in God, Virgo, it can be universe, it can be energy, it can be anything. This is just angels related cards. So it's about God in a traditional form, we know. So as I turn each day over to God, my worries ease and my resistance softens. In the arms of this higher love, I find inner peace, even in challenging times. Today, my faith provides me with great strength. I welcome all that comes my way, knowing that the love of God sustains me. So again, like for those of you who are not very religious, don't worry. It's mostly about believing in yourself once again. So we have two cards that are strongly telling you to believe in your power and trust yourself a little bit more and start to make decisions for yourself, right? By you, not driven by others, right? And sometimes it's hard, if you're a parent or have others who you need to support, but still, you need to put yourself first sometimes, and in November to kind of progress and make something happen. So this is a time to be a bit more selfish and for sure to be clear with everyone else what they're hiding, okay? You're good enough. Don't believe those lies and trust in yourself, Virgo. This is your job for November. This was a bit hard reading, but I hope for some of you it helps. If you'd like a private reading with me, all the informations are down below in the video, okay? I also do daily TikTok videos, so if you want, you can follow your journey right there. And it maybe to help you throughout the month of November. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next month. Good luck with this one. I hope you will believe that you are good enough, Virgo. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.